I care about the fact that gas has doubled over the last 2 years, or nearly doubled. And yet, we are focused on policies that are doing what? They're increasing spending, they're increasing debt, they're increasing dependence on our government, and they're increasing they're making it more difficult for people to traverse from class to class, from lower classes to the middle class, from the middle class to the upper classes. So this is what's going on right now, not to mention our energy crisis. Cheap and abundant energy is what will give the greatest good to the greatest number in this country, in my opinion. I believe the greatest thing anyone can do right now is to make energy cheap and abundant. So what are we doing? We're here in California. So what happens in California? They have these special mixes of fuels that are used for gasoline that are really expensive to make. We've decided now to do a major refinery overhaul or for refinery maintenance, which has drove gas prices up towards, I think, above $7, towards $8 in certain places. An amazing thing that's happening, and what does it do? It puts pressure. It is essentially a tax on the middle and working classes. It puts pressure on those people the most because those people drive the longest distances and they are most dependent on having to drive to work at all. The white collar can work from home. You can do your Zoom meeting. You can have your cat in your lap, you put your jacket on, but you really got your sweatpants. It's really hilarious because you're on Zoom. Well, you don't get to do that if you have to commute into work. If you're a blue collar worker who's working on a job site, you don't get to do that. And those gas prices, that puts pressure on that class of people. So this makes it harder to get food, it makes it harder to get fuel, and it makes the cost of fertilizers and shipping and everything is what you're seeing when you go to the grocery store, and everything gets more expensive. And so what do? Of course, we start fracking, right? No, we don't do that. We start drilling, right? We don't do that either. We don't do any of the things that could potentially reduce inflation. There's no rational reason, even if you're a green person, to have these policies, because why? Our inability to tap our own natural resources. Who does that empower? It empowers Venezuela. Not a great regime, communist regime.